Hi there, welcome to Marble Halls TV, and I want to talk about this Daniel Ek bid. Um, Apparently, news from yesterday, that is Wednesday, was that he's going to put in another bid. Um, my own view is that I think he's going to be rejected. Uh, I don't think the Cronkies are going to sell at this point, and yes, the club is not as valuable as it used to be. I think the Cronkies have their own agenda, and I think they want to reap the rewards of the Premier League. Yes, we're not in Europe, but they know that we're a big global brand. We have still relatively decent in world terms sponsorship deals, and yeah, I think they're going to stay for the long haul. Um, we're a big cash cow, and of all the clubs they own around the world, Arsenal probably has the biggest profile. The LA Rams revenues probably are higher than ours if you compare dollars to pounds. That is, but other than that, you know, gridiron is not a global sport, is it? So yeah, I think they're here for the long haul. It's not what people want to hear, but just my honest opinion. Um, the thing is, he seems genuine, right? He's not like that Dangote brother from Nigeria who says every year, "Yes, when I get my oil refinery up and running, yes, I'm going to bid." Um, so you know, I'm just going to read some part from this article from Sky Sports saying Eckers held constructive talks with the Arsenal Supporters Trust while Gunners legends Thierry Henry and Dennis Bergkamp were backing the Swiss takeover ambition. Okay, we knew that from last month. So they're essentially saying then that you know I don't think he's gonna say yes, but I do think that it's encouraging that at least he's genuine. He's not just you know sometimes in life you have to take steps which failure sometimes are part of the road to success because you learn, you grow, you develop. And yeah, that's just my view on the Daniel Ek thing. I don't think it will happen, but at least it's encouraging that he's not just doing it for show. He is actually genuine. Um, but yeah, now this is a story of our good friends, our good friends from the bar of Haringey in Tottenham. Now apparently they've downgraded from Conte, who turned them down, to Paulo Fonseca. Now I was watching Football Terrace last night. Big up Terry and all the crew there, KJ Leaks, Adam and all them man there. Um, Anita, David, what's that Chelsea guy's name? Is it Jem? All of them there. But the thing is, I was checking this guy's record out, and he won the Ukrainian league. All right, cool. That's nothing to write home about, with all due respect to the Ukrainian league. But he got fifth place in Roma last season, and it's kind of ironic that Roma is Then why is it showing that ad? Uh, yeah, Roma. They've essentially swapped managers with Spurs. Not essentially, they have swapped managers in a way. Thing is, they do say advanced talks, so well, Conte was supposedly in advanced talks too. But yes, he can banter Tottenham, and as good as we should take every opportunity to banter Tottenham. But the thing is, Conte to Spurs was not the right fit in a number of ways, not just because of the salary, but I think Spurs need a rebuild. I think Conte, a seasoned elite level manager like him, should really go for a project which is relatively stable. He just needs a few quality additions. He already has top level players, and he's good to go. That's why he won the league at Inter, he won the league at Chelsea, more or less in those circumstances. Spurs need a big rebuild. Spurs have got their bare dead ballers. You take out Caden Song from that squad, who obviously you would say are world class elite level players. Lucas Moura and Bergwijn are good. For me, Pepe's better than both of them. Vinicius, that striker, young striker, he's unproven really. Sissoko's okay at best. I know he's a French international and shit. He could well win the Euros. I think he was in the World Cup squad too. I think, but I believe he is in the Euro squad. He's all right at best. And Dombele, their record signing, hasn't done it in what 2 seasons. Harry Winks is shit. Eric Dyer shit. Sergio Aurier crap. Davinson Sanchez crap. Alderweireld past his best. Ben Davis crap. Juan Foyth, who's technically still on their books. Look, he's the only Tottenham player to have won a trophy without playing for Tottenham, if that makes sense. But he's not levels, even though he did win the Europa League and did play well in the final, to be fair, against United. Hugo Lloris, yeah, he won the World Cup, but he's been past it for a couple of years now. Tottenham needs major surgery. Look, I know we do too, but you know, Tottenham are miles off top four. So is that the project Conte wants to go to? I think Fonseca maybe could develop them with a few good additions. Maybe that's Daniel Levy's thinking. It's possible, but you know, we got fifth in Serie A, which behind Juventus and the Milan clubs is good, but Atalanta for the second. Atalanta are not a big club. Atalanta in a way kind of like if Leicester for the second or something like that. So I suppose to finish fifth in that capacity is not bad, but he's not the elite level manager I think Tottenham fans would want. But then again, maybe he can coach Spurs lesser players. But Dele Alli's not performed for a little while now, so maybe that's what Levy's thinking. But yeah. Okay, so Fonseca failed to lead Roma back into the Champions League during his first 2 years in charge of the Serie A club, securing a fifth-place finish in his first campaign, followed by seventh place this season. Seventh? Oh yeah, of course, because they're in the Conference League, isn't it? So, is he the manager to take Tottenham back to top four? Well, look, and he won the Portuguese Cup. So he's definitely not an elite level manager. Let's be frank, he's not proven himself in the really top levels. I don't know. In a way, it's very funny that they weren't seriously in for Conte, but I think Conte turned them down, to be honest. The thing is, maybe he is maybe that's what Levy's thinking, and who knows? The Conte move could have been just a PR stunt. Let's be frank, to keep the fans on side, but I don't think it's enough to keep Harry Kane at Spurs. Fonseca really. Well, I don't know, but good on them. But yeah, I'm gonna stop for now. But I just want to read this comment. Thank you very much, Epic Lynn, for your comment and your kind words. And that's something I'll keep under consideration. And also another comment you have. My subscriber count's far from stellar. I admit that, but I'm not really in it for the views, or this is far from a job for me. It's just a basic hobby. So I know it's very, very paltry in the grand scheme of things, but it's not something that I'm not saying I'm not bothered about, but it's not something really that I'm studying, if that makes sense. Because it's not a job, it's not something I do for clout. I just come here just as a more or less a hobby kind of thing. So but thanks all the same for your views. But there's some very interesting views on Granit Xhaka, so I'm gonna come back on that in a very short while. So thank you.